Volleyball players, like all of our athletes, are having to adjust to the timing of their season on the fly. It sounds pretty easy, a simple task to pick up a fall schedule and plop it down in March, but how do our local teams feel about that? Now that's the subject of our feature story, presented by Edward Medical Group.
Football, girls volleyball, and boys soccer are underway, but in a different type of season. As COVID-19 cases spiked in the fall of 2020, 3 of the 7 higher-risk fall sports had their season moved to the springtime. After months of waiting, the spring season is here and the players and coaches are ready to go.
We had a pretty good indication that they'd at least try to get it in the spring, and then they came out with that all-sports calendar there a few months ago. And once that was set, it really just came down to kind of keeping an eye on the numbers and seeing what the governor was going to do and the school districts. And, again, we've been lucky to have the sacrifices of so many people in our community to put us in a position to play a game.
Waubonsie Valley begins their spring season with a new head coach in town at the helm in Tom Baumgartner. While the new coach had to wait a little longer than anticipated, he was still hopeful that his players would still get an opportunity to compete. As the spring season gets underway, the Warriors were ready for the challenges ahead of them.
It comes down to, just kind of adjusting and being flexible and being ready to adjust on the fly, on a day-to-day basis. And really, at the same time, we really want to come back to what we're trying to get done and not change too far from that, just being flexible as far as how we get there right now.
After capturing its 4th state title, Bennett Academy Girls Volleyball also had to wait well over a year to get back onto the court. With the Red Wing season moving to the spring, many players will be involved not only on the high school team, but will also be competing in the club season going on at the same time. With these tasks ahead, senior Rachel Muasinga is ready to handle the increased workload.
It's been fine. We're all trying to figure out how much we can do without overdoing it. Like, we had a qualifier this past weekend for 3 days, and now we're here, so a lot of the girls are tired, but it's just wanting to win, wanting to play, finish our senior season, so that's just kind of how we've been balancing it.
It may feel weird for the Wings playing in the spring, but practices and competition are still going like a normal season.
We just do the same things we've done in years past, but with a shorter time period, I guess it's a little weirder. Usually we're playing in the summertime, but I still have that same feeling that's with my team and everything, so.
After falling short of a 4th straight boys soccer state title, the Naperville North Huskies also endured the long wait on the sidelines. With many sports happening in a rapid succession this year, senior Josh Kaufman was able to use his time with the Naperville North basketball team to get in shape for the soccer season.
I could definitely tell I was in better shape before the soccer season started because I had basketball before, but I had to do a lot of recovery work as well due to the short time in between the seasons. I just had to really embrace it. It's not often that you get to do that, play sports back-to-back, so I just really made the most of it and had as much fun as I could.
As all teams and players adjust to the shifted schedule and the lack of postseason, everybody is excited to get back to a somewhat normal routine. Reporting for Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Patrick Cotto.